Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Germany, the UK, Netherlands, and Finland are set to kick in on February 1st.
That's Fox's Madeline Rivera at the White House. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer says the tariffs are wrong. France's president says Europeans may retaliate. At least 39 people are dead in Spain after a high-speed train derailed and collided with a passenger train going the other way. Some bodies found hundreds of feet away.
One passenger said the impact felt like an earthquake. Dozens remain in the hospital. The cause may not be known for weeks because Transport Minister Oscar Puente says experts are extremely baffled. The train was less than 4 years old and the track newly renovated.
That's Jonathan Savage. America's listening to Fox News.
Welcome to the most wonderful time of the year when millions of Americans open their credit card statements, scream in terror, and start looking for new ways to save money. If that's you, why not cut your wireless bill in half with a saver plan from Pure Talk? You'll get unlimited talk, text, and 3 gigs of high-speed data on a super fast 5G network for just $20 a month. Ho, ho, ho. Just dial pound 250, say micro, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team will help you switch in minutes. Again, talk, text, and data for just $20 a month.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultrafine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
The Justice Department continues to investigate Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, who insists he'll keep doing his job until his term's up this year without fear or political influence. At issue whether Powell was truthful testifying to Congress about renovations to the Federal Reserve building and the cost.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent answered criticism that President Trump wants to rein in the Fed's independence in setting interest rates by saying on NBC's Meet the Press,
independence does not mean no oversight.
Secretary Bessent also reacted to reports he told the president he was unhappy that the Powell investigation happened.
If I said that, I was wrong. Financial markets, stock market went up, bond yields went down.
Fed Chairman Powell claimed earlier this month not following the preference of the president on interest rates brought about the DOJ probe. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
Well, it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so schools, post offices, and a lot of banks and the stock market will be closed. The president will go to Switzerland this week, joining other political and business leaders attending the World Economic Forum in Davos. It starts today. He'll speak Wednesday.
In his speech, the White House says the president will lay out proposals to bring down housing costs. He's also expected to meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as peace talks with Russia have stalled. Before flying to Europe, President Trump will make the short trip from Mar-a-Lago to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami tonight for the college football championship between the University of Miami and Indiana. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Overtime drama in the NFL playoffs.
Davis at 42, online, and it's good!
That field goal won it for the Rams, beating the Bears 20-17 on NBC after Chicago had scored a last-minute touchdown to force OT. Los Angeles advances to face the Seattle Seahawks from the NFC Championship. In the AFC, the New England Patriots beat the Houston Texans 28-16 to move on to play the Denver Broncos. The winners of those games will play in the Super Bowl. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
News Talk 710 KURV, broadcasting from the Valley's All-American Truck Headquarters studio at PayneAutomall.com.
Happy Monday. It is January 19th, 2026. You're in tune with the Valley's Morning News. It's news radio for South Texas, from South Texas, also at Radio Para Mi. You can listen on your smartphone. Show producer Fred Cruz. I'm Sergio Sanchez, along with AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina. He's back. He's on standby. We'll see how cool we can keep this week, so join us with that conversation in about 3 minutes. At the Falfurrias Border Patrol checkpoint last week, 3 individuals were taken into federal custody on human smuggling charges. It was a truck hauling tires that was stopped at the checkpoint, sent to secondary inspection thanks to the work of a canine unit that alerted Border Patrol agents. 14 suspected illegal aliens were hiding in the truck. The driver said to have been paid to drive the truck from the Valley up to Houston. Texas, not Minnesota. Cities across the state of Texas are now updating their police policies when it comes to helping immigration authorities.
Even the city of Austin is clarifying their partnership with federal authorities. Their cops are being told to cooperate with the execution of immigration warrants, and they can ask for the immigration status of people they encounter.
We need to work together in order to ensure that the public is safe.
Bob Leonard heads the state's largest police union, CLEAT. He says the state's GOP leadership has made it clear that they expect local cops to work with the feds.
That's Michael Board reporting. More of the floating border wall is being deployed in the Rio Grande. The head of Border Patrol releasing a video of the buoys floating in the river between the U.S. and Mexico. Chief Mike Banks saying that they're more like cylinders instead of spheres this time to get better flotation. The buoys are reportedly made by a company in South Texas. As the Trump administration investigates potential Medicaid fraud in some other states, Texas Governor Greg Abbott is giving marching orders to state agencies to start investigating fraud.
Acknowledging the president's crackdown on Medicaid fraud elsewhere, Abbott is directing the Inspector General and the Health and Human Services Commission to launch their own investigations into potential fraud in Texas. His stated reason is to safeguard taxpayer funds, serve only those who need it, and ensure high-quality delivery. In his letter Friday calling for new investigations, he said he's already been policing Medicaid and combating fraud, but he wants to, quote, strengthen our efforts to further protect taxpayers. Bill McLean, TSN News.
On the campaign trail, Republicans reportedly are clobbering Democrats when it comes to fundraising at the state's top races, governor, lieutenant governor, other top races in Austin. It's 7:08 on the Valley's Morning News, and today is National Popcorn Day. Our love affair started back in 1981 when Pillsbury released the first microwave popcorn.
Popcorn dates back nearly 7,000 years, but we made it convenient in the microwave. It's a health food, high in fiber, low in calories, until you add the butter, about 3 tablespoons per bag. Unless you're at the movies, they at least double that amount. There are 2 varieties, snowflake and mushroom. Go for the snowflake. They're bigger and they hold more butter. And that's why it's so good. I'm Bree Tennis.
Very good. It's AccuWeather the time. And AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Katerina joining us on us. I need to say thank you first to Dougie and all the gang at Martin Farm and Ranch. They always got what you need. And they say Happy New Year to you. You and the family, you stop by and you see Dougie, give him a hug and tell him Happy New Year from us. AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Katerina is joining us. And man, it's chilly out there. Temperatures upper 30s, low 40s. But then tonight, on your write-up, you're taking it only down to the 60s. So not much of a warm-up, I hope, for the week. What's the plan right now, Jason?
Yeah, not a tremendous warm-up for us, but we'll get a little warmer as the week progresses. 74, mid-70s today, down to near 60 tonight. Showering spots tomorrow with the high again in the mid-70s. Some periods of rain Wednesday. Looks like it's going to be more likely along the coast, but like a 30 to 40% chance inland. So you may want to take your umbrella as you head out Wednesday, mid and upper 70s, near 80 on Thursday and into the low 80s on Friday, but no real big giant warm up on the way this week.
I was telling my dad-in-law in West Texas, Lubbock area, and Amarillo, he's got some friends up there as well. Hard freeze this weekend from what I see in the long-range AccuWeather forecast. AccuWeather.com, people, if you want to take a look at something like that. Maybe some snow, lots of frozen stuff in the Panhandle and in North Texas as well for this weekend, starting Friday and Saturday. We'll put that on your travel calendar. Let's see what else is here. Well, that's it for us. Like today, mid-70s, and tomorrow, mid-70s. And then maybe we're hitting 80 Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. But then overnight lows always in the 60s, right? For the rest of the week?
Yeah, for the most part. Let's see. Low 60s, maybe upper 50s Wednesday night in a couple of spots, but near 60 degrees.
Well, I mentioned that nasty cold snap, right, for North Texas and West Texas at the end of this week, like Friday, Saturday. So that makes the cold air, that reinforces like down here in the weekend and early next week, right? And have you looked at how cold it gets?
For us, let me make sure I'm looking at the rain thing because I extended the forecast. So a little rain Saturday morning, near 70, upper or lower 40s Saturday night, and then Sunday highs only in the low 50s for us by
Very
Sunday.
nice.
So
Very
yeah, upper 50s, near 60 Monday. But yeah, quite cool as we head into the day on Sunday.
Like that coming weekend. Let's see, on this National Popcorn Day, which, by the way, it's MLK Jr. Day. Banks and some schools and post office, not a lot of banks, of these national charter banks, not doing any work today. On the Popcorn Day, butter, cheese, pickle juice, jalapenos, and jalapeno juice. And now we're set.
Yeah, you're freaking Jason out.
Pickle juice.
Yeah, he gave me a look like, what?
Yeah. Do you even like popcorn with the
I do. I don't eat it very often. It gets stuck in my teeth all the time. So not a fan of that. But yeah, I do like some popcorn.
Yeah. All right, pal. Call you next hour. That's AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina on 710 KURV. It's cold. It's chilly out there. Upper 30s, low 50s across South Texas. The president and CEO of a Valley Community and Development Group is running for City Hall in McAllen. Felida Villarreal announcing a few days back that she'll be running in a special election to replace McAllen Commissioner Sebi Haddad. Sebi is stepping down to run as a Democrat in the nomination for State House 41. The politics of ICE raids is heating up in the state of Texas.
Republicans are quick to protect immigration agents as they carry out their jobs. Senator John Cornyn filing legislation that increases penalties for those who violently assault federal law enforcement officers.
They should be respected and should not be targeted.
He says the bill was inspired by last week's attack in San Antonio. An illegal immigrant from Cuba rammed his car into two undercover ICE cars during his arrest in a Walmart parking lot.
That's Michael Border with that report. There's a new study in the news today. They say it's a study of studies, a study of dozens of peer-reviewed medical studies. They say they found no link between the use of Tylenol in pregnancy and diagnosis of autism in kids. And Progreso is reviving its viral soup candy after they sold out in minutes last year. Yeah, Progreso, the soup people.
The brand Soup Drops hard candy, inspired by classic Progresso soups, are returning for a second year with the debut of the Progresso Soup Drops variety can. Timed for National Soup Month, the lineup includes chicken noodle, tomato basil, and beef pot roast soups. The limited edition variety cans went on sale Thursday at 9 a.m., with additional drops planned every Thursday through the end of January, while supplies last. I'm Rob Martier.
I wonder if they work the same, Freddie. Like, let's say you get God forbid, I don't want a cold, but you take, I don't know, like Ricola, take one of those cough drops, and then take a Progresso Soup hard candy, a drop. Help, see if it works out. Maybe clears everything up, right? Nothing works like El Vicks, though. Get El Vicks, will clear everything up, right? Time is 7:14. This is the Valley's Morning News. This is News Talk 710 KURV. A status report for Harlingen Economic Development Office. Conversation with them next. And all this talk about a data center, a very thirsty data center in the Mid-Valley, Harlingen area. That's next on the Valley's Morning News.
Hair Volume from New Nordic will make your hair look thick and healthy. Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and newnordicusa.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
The eternal struggle. Too hot? Too cold? Forget about it. Mike's Plumbing, Electrical, and HVAC will make your home a true Goldilocks zone. Don't bear it alone when your fairy tale home feels like a nightmare gone wrong. Mighty Mike is your shining hero who will save the day with service that's not too early, not too late, but just right. Call Mighty Mike at 956-686-1353 or visit callmightymike.com. Mike's Plumbing, Electrical, and HVAC.
Get it right. Call Mighty Mike.
Mighty Mike to the rescue.
Just one call to solve it all.
Come experience larger-than-life luxury and design at Bird Ogden Infinity in Edinburgh. You're invited to come in and choose from a great selection of new Infinities available now. Drive off in your own 2025 Infinity QX50 with just 0% APR for 36 months. And all Infinities come available with the Infinity Premium Care Maintenance Plan for 3 years. Experience luxury as it's meant to be at Bird Ogden Infinity on the corner of Alberta and Expressway 281 in Edinburgh. Shop from the entire line of Infinities online at birdogdeninfinity.com.
This is Michael Berry, host of The Michael Berry Show, weeknights starting at 6. Thank you, Rio Grande Valley, for listening to News Talk 710 KURV.
710 KURV is your home in the Valley for AFC and NFC championship games this Sunday. Tune in on Sunday, 710 KURV on the radio and online. Big thank you to McAllen Bolt. Economic status report. Economic status report. Harlingen, Texas. Let's look at our Mid-Valley. Orlando Campos is the chief of economic development efforts for Harlingen. Let me for the nerds, let me get some of these numbers out of the way orally. Sales tax numbers. You said November, right?
Sure.
Would be toward the end of the year. The national figure, they said, oh man, national figure on sales, retail sales was way bigger than we expected. Big bounce back from October. Well, the bounce back in Harlingen was like through the roof. So tell me about that one.
Sure. We our finance department ran the numbers on a monthly basis. The latest numbers that they've shared with us is basically the city experienced a 22% growth in our sales tax revenue for the city. So it's definitely been trending upward and has certainly exceeded our expectations and projections.
Did you get a chance to gauge where that was from? Was it all those stores, where the Target is and they're off the freeway, was Best Pro Shop? What was it then?
Yeah.
22% increase? That's very, very big.
One, it could have meant that a lot more people were definitely shopping here in the community.
Yeah.
There may have been some adjustments. We're certainly looking into it.
Okay.
I think it would be great if we continue that trend moving forward. That will give us an opportunity to do a little bit more here within the community to benefit our residents.
Let's take care of some of the office work that you have, some of the meat and potatoes on grants. You had mentioned there's a new manufacturing related grant, so get information out on that one.
Sure. We've got a new grant that was approved by our board and the city commission. It's called the AIM Harlingen grant, or Advanced in Manufacturing. Basically, what we've done is we've partnered up with the Texas Manufacturing Assistance Center, better known as TMAC. So we've agreed to provide funding to local manufacturers so that they could take advantage of the great services that are offered by TMAC. This will help companies work with TMAC, which is based within UTRGV. TMAC will work with companies in evaluating their processes, potential training needs. They'll look at their books and make recommendations on how local manufacturers can better streamline and enhance their efforts so that they can be a little bit more profitable and hopefully grow here within the community. It's a new program. I think that it's very, very innovative. Obviously, consulting services are always very, very expensive for local businesses. And so we hope that this will assist them in becoming stronger manufacturers here within the community.
All right. So who do you see signing up, and by when and how do they sign for the grant?
It's a pilot program. Funding is available on a first come, first served basis. Anyone that is interested in the program can certainly reach out to us, and we will connect them with TMAC, and or they can contact TMAC directly. Our office number, of course, here is 956-216-5081.
Orlando Campos is director of Harlingen Economic Development. Is there any other calendar dates, items? Not only training, we got grant, but also training programs every now and then. Anything else you need to mention right now before we go on to other important stuff?
Yes, we're helping support TSTC here in Harlingen. They recently got a grant to help provide soft skill trainings to local businesses. And so they've got quite a bit of money to help provide training for things such as Excel, how to utilize Excel, and other soft skills that are sometimes lacking by individuals.
Okay. From regular bookkeeping functions, things like that, just regular daily management of a business. And let's see here. Let's move on to Let me get the other lower tier stuff out of the way. Industrial park work. What can you tell me? What updates, infrastructure? What's going on?
We're currently moving forward with the Roosevelt Industrial Park. We did receive an EDA grant about a year and a half ago to help mediate the flooding in that industrial area. And so, as of now, we are nearing completion of the detention pond that has been built in the industrial park. But it's not just any detention pond. We added a hike and bike trail around the detention pond for the neighborhood right next to the industrial park. So it has sort of become a big amenity for that part of the community. Next, we're going to start working on the actual roadway and utility infrastructure so that we can start promoting the park. And obviously, anyone that's interested can certainly reach out to us if they're looking for expansion and or a new home. The park is along access to all markets throughout the region.
Can I ask you something real quick? Because I lost you where you said, and I can edit this. Freddie can. It lines. You said I lost you when you said a long boom. So you want to repeat that real quick?
Sure.
I lost you for about 10 seconds. Go a long way. Go ahead.
The industrial park is located along Interstate 69E, so it has direct access to the freeway.
Okay. Orlando Campos, the director of Harlingen Economic Development. Okay, now for the big fish. And it's good to see. I'm so thankful that all the work that you and your crew have done. And hopefully, let's go ahead and set up a data center. Put into perspective the size of this investment and the economic impact the day that when you come back to KURV and say, Serge, it's done. So what's the economic impact potential and job creation, billions in the market, all that. So tell us about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, we've got a healthy list of prospects that we're managing here at the EDC, companies that are looking at possibly expanding their operations. It's a good cross-section, different type of industries. Data centers is one of the industries that's looking here at not just Harlingen, but at the Valley area. They're, like all companies, are currently doing their due diligence to determine whether or not the area is a safe location to invest. These type of industries, we're talking about multi-billion-dollar investments. As part of their due diligence, we maintain communications with all the prospects that we work with almost on a daily basis. And as part of our due diligence, obviously, we also want to take into account the impact within our community and within our region to determine whether or not these type of industries can be sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at new innovations that have been created, some of these new innovations have a positive impact on their water usage, electric uses as well. Like any manufacturing operation, water and electricity is always a big need to ensure that they can operate on a regular basis. As an economic development organization, we've connected them with the experts that can address water needs, utility needs as well. And so if everything goes well, some of these projects will start moving forward and reach fruition here within the community. We haven't had any land purchases or anything like that says, we're definitely coming here. Once that's done, then basically tells us, yes, we're committed, we're going. Right now, there's quite a bit of work that has to be done before any project commits.
You gave me a quick comment towards the end of last year, and you said, okay, well, on the prospect list, which looks pretty good. And
Yes.
but by the way, as the economic development chief, you're out there recruiting industry, you would not be recruiting if we did not have the power and water assets that are key to
Absolutely.
landing some of this. They wouldn't look at us twice if we didn't have it. So we do have it. And by the way, let me a little plug for your compadre right next door, Gilbert Salinas, over at Brownsville EDC. He had to sit down, went into the weekend, he was working overtime. There was a big manufacturer looking at, big business looking at the area. And on the education side, we have it. TSTC, South Texas College, Texas South, most of the UTRGV, Texas A&M. They were most impressed with the output and the increased output when called upon for certain skills, engineering, whatever is needed. Yeah, we're ready. We have them. Thank God we have them ready to go, because I know that's a big part of what you have to sell. Share with me again, because it's like the top radio hit in music. We only get to play it once on talk radio, news radio every now and then, once or twice or three times. The potential economic impact of what you're working on, how many jobs and how many billions in investment, if it happens, and we hope that all of it happens for Harlingen. So what do you have?
I think that if all the projects were to happen, it would definitely change the economic landscape, not just of Harlingen, but basically throughout the entire region itself. Right now, we've got about 12 active projects that we're managing that are doing their due diligence, that we maintain constant contact with. These businesses, or 12 projects, represent over $5 billion in potential new investment to the community. It would generate well over 2,000 jobs here. And we try to focus on those businesses that are going to pay well for our residents, because the more money people make, the more they can spend in our retail sector, in our restaurants, sustainable wages so that they can purchase homes as well and have a better quality of life.
I was going to ask if some of the amazing growth in Cameron County, yes, with Brownsville and the port and all those things, maybe for next time when you and I speak, maybe get a more defined number. But and I would think that as far as rooftops and construction and new business, small business, service construction in the area, that's going to be off the charts right there in Harlingen, because Harlingen and Brownsville right next door to each other. I see the day where there'll be so many rooftops, both cities kind of like blend into each other in the near future. So I'm sure construction is real strong right now in Harlingen.
Yes, absolutely. There have been many new neighborhoods that have been permitted. Just across the street from where I live, there are 3 new homes that are currently being built. I think that the entire county itself is growing tremendously. Over the holidays, I had lunch with Gilbert. He shared with me some of the projects that they're working on, and they're certainly game changers for the entire region itself. There's a lot of focus, a lot of people and investors looking at the Rio Grande Valley.
Continued success, Orlando. Go get them. And even if you get half of what you have on the plate, wow, that's a lot of jobs and billions in investment. And for our sake, for our kids' sake, so they have those jobs ready to go as soon as they graduate. We wish you great success. Thank you, Orly.
Thank you.
Orlando Campos, Director, Harlingen Economic Development. Your station, your radio station in South Texas for the Pulse of Valley Business. It's Newstalk 710 KURV. Appreciate you joining us. Go get that free app. It's called Radio Para Mí. And that way you can listen on your smartphone. Well, the Texans are done. Chihuahuas. The Texans are done. But we still got the AFC and NFC championship games coming up this Sunday. Hope you tune in to 710 KURV, presented by McAllen Bolt Sports on 710 KURV. The commercial roofing systems that you have, out of sight and out of mind, right? You can't see. And even if you took a look at them, man, you got no idea what to look for as far as weak spots. You don't know how some of those materials age with time and the pounding South Texas sun and all that salty air near the coast in Cameron County. Chamberlain Roofing, waterproofing, the folks that you need to call, 125 plus years of experience, the top experts in roofing systems. Trust Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing for a free, no obligation, shake hands, let's get some coffee, send the crew up there from Chamberlain Roofing, Waterproofing, then come back with a truly professional and expert report on the condition of your commercial roofing systems, plural, all of them. Some of you guys are managing several offices for for state, for county, or your own businesses. Make sure you don't get rained down on. Don't make sure you don't get all that water coming down on all that expensive equipment, computers. Prevent all that. And get a status report on the condition of your commercial roofs. Cutting edge roof installation and advanced waterproofing solutions. It all begins with a free assessment, professional inventory of what's going on with your commercial roof. Call Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing, 956-655-6178.
Save more with the #1 team in Texas, Ogden Buick GMC in Edinburgh. Take advantage of amazing savings and drive a new Sierra 1500 for just $125 a month. You heard right, just $125 a month. Plus, that's how you can make no payments for 90 days. We know who's #1. You, our valued customer. Come see Billy Kelly and his amazing team in Edinburgh today. We shop the competition so you don't have to at the #1 team in Texas, Ogden Buick GMC in Edinburgh. GMC, we are professional grade.
Dale gas.
If you are a business owner, listen to me. Have you given thought about the future? Not the next billing cycle. I'm talking about legacy issues, opportunities to sell at top dollar. Rioplex Business Exchange for $34 a month connects you instantly with qualified buyers, qualified investors, and the tools that you need to know exactly what your business is worth. Visit RioplexBusinessExchange.com and subscribe today.
Coming up after the Valley's Morning News, stay tuned for the Sergio Show starting at 9, followed by the Dana Lash Show at 11 on News Talk 710 KURV and on the Radio Potomy app.
The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
I'm Jet Nelson with your Texas in the Morning Sports Report. The Houston Texans season has come to an end as they fell to the New England Patriots in Foxborough yesterday by a score of 28-16. The snow fell across Gillette Stadium, and that's hopefully what threw off Texans quarterback C.J. Stroud as he completed less than 50% of his passes with 4 interceptions along with the lone touchdown. Another area that fell short was the running game as Woody Marks led the group with 17 rushing yards. Nick Chubb and Stroud added just over 10 for a team total of 48 yards on the ground. The Houston defense showed up as expected with Jamarcus Ingram getting an interception on Drake May along with Azeez Al-Shire recovering 2 fumbles. Drake May would also be sacked 5 times. The Texans only trailed by 5 going into the fourth quarter, but this amazing catch by Patriots' Kayshon Boutte would seal the win for New England.
3rd down and 5 at the Houston 33. Here's May in the gun. 3 receivers left, 1 back, Stevenson. Texans loading up at the line. Now Stevenson creeps closer to the line as May calls for the ball. And here comes the rush. May hit as he throws downfield. Wants the big ball and juggled and caught. Touchdown. Boutte. What a grab against Stingley. The rush. May hit.
Houston now heads into the offseason with hopes to retain the defense and to ask questions about the offense. That's your Texas in the Morning Sports Report. I'm Jet Nelson.
Harrison Mevis with a 42-yard field goal in overtime to give the Rams a 2017 win over the Bears to advance to the NFC title game for the first time since the 2021 season. Matthew Stafford threw for 258 yards, no touchdowns. The Rams did have 3 picks. Rams will play the Seahawks for a spot in Super Bowl 60. That's sports. I'm Ronza Moss.
AccuWeather says highs for today should be mid-70s. Copy-paste for tomorrow. Only big differences tonight. We're not expecting temperatures to go down to the upper 30s. Like tonight, Monday night to Tuesday morning should be in the 60s. Border Bridge wait times is posted on KURV.com. If you're headed back to the McAllen, Edinburgh Mission area, 35 to 40 minutes at San Luis, at the Hidalgo Bridge, and also the Far Bridge. And if you're headed back to Brownsville, good morning, Brownsville. Let's see here. Yeah, they still need to update those numbers for their bridges. Business news check of your money next on 710 KURV, the pulse of Valley business. You got a little bit of extra cash on hand. Advantage you in this market that is growing by leaps and bounds. What a great opportunity that you have to invest in real estate. Sop up some land. There's a lot of demand for land. The Valley is Boomtown, USA. So you got some cash and you're looking for an investment property. Let me refer you to the Ryan and Brian real estate team. Christian from the Ryan and Brian real estate team recently helped Dan buy an investment property in Boomtown, USA, Brownsville, Texas. The Ryan and Brian real estate team, the only team I'm calling to help me find a home or sell my home, man, they are filled with skilled negotiators. Christian got such an awesome deal for Dan. He negotiated for a title to be fully paid and got Dan an extra $1,000 in concessions. This could be you attaining one of those investment properties to rent out, make some money. Call the Ryan and Brian real estate team today, 956-540-2536. The website, ryanandbrian.com. That's ryanandbrian.com.
If you're selling your home, don't be trying. Call Ryan and Brian. Go to ryanandbrian.com.
Fall is here. That means flu season is coming. Lee's Pharmacy wants to remind you to get your flu shot. Go to Lee's for all your fall and winter cold needs. Hard to find meds? Go to Lee's. Doctor ordered a special compound med? Go to Lee's. They're one of the few pharmacies that know and carry the compounds needed to make just what the doctor ordered. Lee's Pharmacy also carries medical equipment. So go to Lee's. They've got it. Lee's Pharmacy, giving back to the community that made them great. Lee's Pharmacy at Xenia 10 and on Ridge Road and First.
Hi there, my name is Tony Bolstead. My wife and I, Carol, own Sand Monsters. We'd like you to come on out and have fun. We've got a half-mile long track out here. It runs across about 3.5 acres. Have adult cars and kid cars, getting laps in, learning how to drive on the sand. And we also lease space to Redline Helicopters is one of our tenants here, and they've got a pad and they do helicopter tours. Lone Star National Bank and the team there really helped us get this thing put together, answered all our questions, huge help.
I am Stephanie Harrison. I am the second generation owner of Sisters Interiors on South Padre Island. We had always dreamed of owning our own land and owning our own building, using our design team to create what you see here today. That's how we got involved with Lone Star National Bank. We partnered with them and they helped us, create the dream.
Audio streaming on KURV.com. Powered by South Texas Buick GMC. McAllen Mission.
I'm Dan Loney with Your Money Now. Wikipedia has unveiled partnerships with several big tech companies, including Microsoft, Meta, and Amazon, marking a major step up in the nonprofit's ability to monetize tech firms' reliance on its content. Wikimedia Foundation says it has also signed up AI startup Perplexity and France's Mistral AI, among other firms, over the last year. Following extensive backlash from politicians, XAI says it is limiting the ability of Grok to create sexualized images of real people on X. The company also said image creation editing through Grok on X would only be available to paid subscribers there. Stellantis CEO Antonio Filosa views 2026 as an execution year for the embattled maker of Jeep, Ram, and Dodge vehicles in the U.S. Filosa said this is a first step in remaking the company. He did not rule out the possibility of regionally refocusing or shrinking the company's vast portfolio of brands. That's Your Money Now.
Our neighbor, Elon Musk, in the news, demanding that OpenAI and Microsoft pay him damages.
In a court filing Friday, Musk's lawyers claimed that he was defrauded of $38 million in seed money that he donated to OpenAI when he helped found it in 2015. The filing says he's now entitled to a percentage of OpenAI's current $500 billion valuation. On X Friday, Musk said, "Can't wait to start the trial," and claimed, "Discovery and testimony will blow your mind." I'm Mark Mayfield.
Thank you for joining us on News Talk 710 KURV. Coming up in the next news conversation in about 3-4 minutes. Why is today, this Monday, the long-rumored most depressing day of the year? We'll visit that coming up in about 4 minutes. AccuWeather says highs today should be mid-70s. Same thing tomorrow, mid-70s. And lows tonight in the low 60s. At the moment, it's cold. Temperatures upper 30s, low 40s across the valley. This is your station for the AFC and NFC championship games on Sunday. Tune in to 710 KURV. We got Fox News coming up in 2 minutes.
Tune in to the 956 Drive Home every Thursday afternoon starting at 5:07 for Dr. Rachel Gelman's Vision, a closer look at the health of your eyesight with board-certified and fellowship-trained ophthalmic surgeon Dr. Rachel Gelman on News Talk 710 KURV.
Don't delay another day, amigo. There you go. We got the start of another week. Make the call to my dear friends, Mark and Carla McCaleb, for many, many years, supporters of 710 KURV. Love them for that. But they know they're reaching the right audience, an audience that truly cares in every aspect. You're purchasing life insurance to protect you and your spouse and the kids. You're doing your financials, getting all that lined up properly for your legacy, the protection of your immediate family. Well, same thing when it comes to pre-planning and prepaying a funeral event. It's very weighty stuff for breakfast. But get it done, and that way you just put it on the shelf and wait on the Lord. My mom and dad did this for me years before the Lord called them home. And when that time came, that separation came. To have everything decided and paid for, it makes a huge difference. Carla McCaleb, her personal number, I'm going to give it to you in just mere seconds, so get a pen or get your phone ready to save this number. Somebody will come to you from the McCaleb clan. Somebody will go to you, Brownsville, Harlingen, McAllen, Mission area, wherever you are, they will come to you. Pre-plan, prepay, get it all set up, put it on the shelf, as I said, wait on the Lord. Carla McCaleb, call her, text her now, 956-650-2841.
This is Davis Rankin, and I want to take a moment to recommend a place that truly feels like home, Zamora's Restaurant. Zamora's is a family-owned restaurant where you're always welcomed with first-class friendly service. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, the experience is always warm and comfortable and delicious. And Zamora's is perfect for everything: business meetings, family gatherings, time with friends, time to be alone with your meal. Their menu offers a wide variety of dishes, classic breakfast favorites to a fast and flavorful lunch and dinner options, all made to satisfy every taste. And with 3 easy-to-get-to locations in Edinburgh and McAllen, there's always a Zamora's near you. From the food to the service to the welcoming atmosphere, Zamora's truly stands out. I highly recommend Zamora's Restaurant, a place where great food and great people come together. Don't wait. Make time. Enjoy a real Mexican meal at Zamora's Restaurant.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in McAllen at 956-803-0058 in Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
This is your news, weather, and talk station. News Talk 710, KURV, and KURV.com.
Happy Monday. Welcome to the Valley's Morning News. It's News Radio for South Texas. It is January 19th, 2026. I'm Sergio Sanchez, along with show producer Fred Cruz. We have AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina on standby. He should be a popular guy because I think he's going to keep temperatures mostly in the mid-70s and at some point maybe low 80s later in the week. Got another cold front for next weekend. News on 710 KURV is a service of Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys, ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa, commandeering a Christian church service in St. Paul, Minnesota, chanting the name of the woman killed this month in an ICE-involved shooting. That from Speak MPLS.
Protesters believe one of the pastors works for ICE. Now, the organizer told Don Lemon, who was embedded with the protesters, that it was a clandestine operation meant to disrupt a, quote, key location, demanding justice for good. One video appears to show a protester inside the church calling the churchgoers comfortable white people.
Fox's Matt Finn reporting from Minneapolis. European nations at odds over the future of Greenland, which the president labels critical for U.S. national security. Those countries will meet later this week over the threat to take over the island, which is property of Denmark. America's listening to Fox News.
Cities across the state of Texas, police departments across the state of Texas updating their policies when it comes to helping federal immigration authorities.
Even the city of Austin is clarifying their partnership with federal authorities. Their cops are being told to cooperate with the execution of immigration warrants, and they can ask for the immigration status of people they encounter.
We need to work together in order to ensure that the public is safe.
Bob Leonard heads the state's largest police union, CLEAT. He says the state's GOP leadership has made it clear that they expect local cops to work with the feds.
More of the floating border wall is being deployed on the Rio. The head of the Border Patrol releasing video of the buoys floating in the river between us and Mexico. Chief Mike Banks saying that they look more like cylinders now instead of the spheres that we saw a couple of years back when they were first put into the Rio. The buoys are made by a company in South Texas. It's 13 minutes to the hour on the Valley's Morning News. The Army-Navy football game, a classic rivalry. President Trump wants to bring that up as far as prominence in media.
Now, President Trump says he plans to sign an executive order that would give the annual event an exclusive television window, so no other postseason games could be played at the same time. Trump called the game one of our greatest American traditions and criticized the proposed expanded college football playoff for possibly pushing it aside. It's not clear what legal authority such an order would carry. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
It is MLK Jr. Day, a federal holiday, so all those federally chartered charter banks and some schools and also the post office, they won't be conducting work today. And the long-rumored, most depressing day of the year is here.
Blue Monday generally occurs every third Monday in January. It's a time when people are starting to feel sad due to broken New Year's resolutions, the after-Christmas financial stress, and bad weather. The theory came from a marketing campaign developed by a UK psychologist for a travel company 20 years ago. Many mental health experts say although it can feel very real, it's not actually based on any clinical data. I'm Mark Mayfield.
You're not blue today, are you, Freddie? No. You just, accept the fact it's Monday. But how do we avoid Blue Monday? Don't make any resolutions. And that way you'll always be, you won't be let down. Right?
Don't go to work.
Well, too late now. You're here, Freddie. So,
yeah. Well, for people who might be on the way to work, turn around.
Yeah.
Turn around, enjoy the day.
Well, it's a good thing the salespeople aren't listening right now, too. Yeah. They won't be waking up to around 11 or noon and show up to check their emails. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Join us live on Radio Para Mi. Download the free app. I tell you who's at work right now, Freddie. JP and Jeff. Those dudes show up real early in the morning. Put some hot coffee right now. Good morning to JP and Jeff and all the crew at Amigo Power Equipment, where you will find that dependable Kubota equipment. Those tractors, the attachments, all the stuff that you need for punching some holes in the dirt, moving some earth, grading, mowing, chopping up stuff. It's Amigo Power Equipment for the reliable, dependable, long-lasting, always all that proven quality Kubota. The number one selling Kubota tractor in the nation, the number one selling compact tractor in the nation is Kubota. You'll find it at Amigo Power Equipment. Now, what I'm about to mention, you can get disclaimer and all the detailed information, all the legal write-up. KubotaUSA.com is the website. KubotaUSA.com is the website, and you will see how at Amigo Power Equipment, they have select Kubota equipment with 0% financing if you qualify, or you could save up to $3,500 from now to the end of February. For Kubota equipment that you need to get the job done at the ranch, at the lease, it's Amigo Power Equipment, Edinburgh on Monte Cristo.
Improve your overall health and enjoy a better quality of life with Dr. T's Primary Care. You're trying to set some new weight goals. If you're too moody or stressed out or just tired and trying to get more sleep, Dr. T's Primary Care can help you with all of that and more. If you're worried about things like low testosterone, Dr. T is a primary care provider from the sniffles to the flu and also offer menopause treatment, peptide treatment, and IV vitamin infusions. McAllen area call 956-803-0058 and in Harlingen 956-368-5247. That's drt'sprimarycare.com.
Come into Genesis of Harlingen today and soak up the feeling of the dynamic yet elegant design and cutting-edge technology that makes up the amazing Genesis vehicle lineup. Visit today and choose from a